The following broadcast may contain explicit language and adult themes. Viewer discretion is advised. The opinions expressed in this broadcast are those of the hosts, talent, and guests, and do not reflect the opinions, views, and standards of Pyromedia Enterprises, affiliates, subsidiaries, or its members. Another episode of Pyro Power Hour Reality TV Edition. I'm your host and moderator, Kwame Speaks, joined by the handsome, the melanin proficient, the king himself, Kyrie Sinaj, also joined by the melanin proficient, the gorgeous, the wonderful, the talented, Miss Lisa. How y'all doing this day? Go, how y'all doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm
Pause. Did I say good morning?
You did.
You did.
You know what? Y'all ride or dies. Y'all let me have it. Good evening, y'all. Good evening, y'all. I'm so sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
I'm pretty good. I'm still a little perturbed at Carlos King, but I'll get over it because they put off Destiny and left the other chick. I can't remember her name on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Destiny's not coming back. I'm upset about that. I like that.
Please tell me they got rid of the Whitfields.
Oh no, they're there.
How many hate messages must I send Carlos?
What?
Well, I don't mind the Whitfields. I don't. That. Well, I would rather have.
But Destiny wasn't given anything though. I mean, and I just thought she was very attitudinal. Destiny, I liked her at first, but she delivered nothing.
I knew at the reunion Carlos was going to do this because that's what he said at the reunion. You didn't give it, and he was like really upset. And he got really upset. We're talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't know why Kwame doesn't watch it, but it's okay.
You don't watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, Kwame?
He does. You should start Saturday.
Are we going to take his black card?
Listen.
Hold the black up. Hold the black up. No, wait a minute. I watch 11,000 freaking reality shows, okay? Gotta keep up with this damn show. I gotta watch all these damn shows. Kyrie gives me a new show to watch every damn week. I'm tired.
Well, start Love and Marriage Huntsville because this is the last week for Queens of R&B. So start Saturday.
You need to start it because I do love. I love.
Saturday is the season premiere. You'll be
yeah.
It's a Carlos King show. You like it? You like Grown and Gospel?
I think that's his best show, to be quite honest.
Which one, Grown and Gospel?
No.
Huntsville? I like DC better.
But Lisa's like, no, absolutely. All right, let's see who's in the building. We want to thank all of the people tuning in. If you are just tuning in, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate all of the things that you guys do. We love you guys. Thai Squad, Kai Club, Pyromaniacs, everybody la-di-da-di. Thank you. We want to welcome you to this safe and entertaining space. All right, you guys. Welcome. Keith Reynolds, thank you for joining. Dr. Holt, thank you for joining. Y'all got old Latucha on the cover stealing that.
I love Dr. Holt.
Dr. Holt, we going to get into it. We going to get into it. Trevor Walker. How you doing? Oh, Bennett, good morning. Ray Bishop, my brother from another mother. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you, bro. LLE, Dr. O said Trey got that mind map. You know what, Dr. O, every time I give you, it's like literally every time I give you a compliment, 2 seconds later you say some BS, and I'm tired of it. Keep it clear, keep it cute.
But Dr. Hope, but you knew who Martell was. I see in the comment section you said, I don't watch it either, but Martell got my last name. Yes, so you know the Holtz. And this season, Sheree Whitfield will be on here.
She'll make an appearance or two.
Yeah, but she's coming to start trouble because they already put the blogs already said it. They're putting it out there.
Well, that's what Sharice does.
Thanks, Ray. See, Ray got my back. He said it's more than somewhere.
It is overseas. It is absolutely. So those watching overseas, good morning.
Because we're
Sheree is good TV, so I'm looking forward to what she brings.
See, Brennan says they don't watch it either.
Well, y'all look, as much as y'all like mess, y'all would love Marriage Huntsville. Because Miss Wanda,
it comes with a Southern accent, but it still serves nonetheless.
Hey, Jonathan.
Miss Wanda is something else.
See, a lot of them don't watch that damn show.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know
if everybody's black.
It is a good show.
Hey, Vovo.
Hey, Vovo.
Hey, meet the Whitakers. That's my booze.
Meet the Whitakers. Yes, love them.
Let's see, Dr. Ho. Oh, he's over there laughing. But I love you, Kwame. Love you too, Dr. Ho. We appreciate you. Sheree is boring. Oh my God, oh Bennett. I don't think Sheree's boring.
RHOA. She is.
I don't think she's boring. I just think she's too old to be that messy. But I guess.
Well, that's true. Even more reason not to watch Sheree, girl. Go find that failed clothing line.
She's not going to do more than 2 episodes, I'm sure.
My God.
Well,
she in. You know what, it's too early. Well, you know what? I was going to say it's too early, but it's not. Sheree is one trick pony.
She is. That she is.
But she's not as old as Miss Wanda, so I ain't going to say she's too old. I mean, that's who's too old.
She hasn't evolved. Good point, Ray. You're right on that.
Oh, he don't know Miss Wanda.
No, Sheree.
Yeah, he don't know who Miss Wanda is, yeah.
They will love in Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah, you absolutely would. I'm telling you.
It's
all
good.
Right, I'm gonna check it out. I'm not doing 4 back seasons. I'm just gonna watch it where it is.
Just watch this season.
Okay, praise God.
Yeah, but you want to see some good mess. You want to see some good mess. Yeah, watch last season though.
Okay. I'll start this season, and then if I get caught in, then I'll check everything else.
You can always text me, and I'll give you updates and fill you in, give you the backstory.
You become my good Judy girl. Yes, Dr. Ho says I watched it, Kyrie, but I couldn't get into it for some reason.
Love and Marriage DC? Because
Sheree is dating she's dating Martell Hope. That's why she's going to be on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Well, Big Dak Martell.
Believe it.
But he's going to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I can't stand Martell. Picking a fight with Kenya Moore.
Well, I'm pissed already.
Well, let's get into it, y'all. let's get into the show because I have words about some things, and I just.
Oh, are you triggered again this week?
Am I what?
Triggered again this week?
No, I'm not triggered. First of all, you don't judge how I feel, Kyrie. Okay? It's a safe space, Kyrie.
You gave a Yale University dissertation on Elliot. What's that boy name? Elijah.
Well, it was nice having Kyrie on the show. We're going to continue on with Miss Lisa. That's why we got. Listen, I'm tired of you. We're going to get into it.
I've been promoted. Yay.
All right, you guys. Let's get into the quick drop because we got a lot to talk about and we want to go ahead and get through this. But before we get into the quick drop, we want to thank our sponsor for joining in and providing us with the quick drop. Take a look. Hey there, Pyro family. Quench your thirst on and off the workout floor with our sizzling partnership with The Coldest Water. Enjoy an exclusive deal made just for you. Simply scan the Frosty QR code with your phone or catch the icy link in the chat for all their show products. Stay hydrated and make those flames roar. All right, let's get back to the show. All right, guys, you can go ahead and use the QR code that's on the screen, or you can go ahead and use the link that is in there. And if you are listening to Bullet in Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian radio station in the world, you can go ahead and head over to Pyromedia and go ahead and get our links and stuff for our sponsors. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let's get on with the show. First up with the quick drop, and only up with the quick drop, we have Love After Lockup stars Monique Robinson and Derek Warner are proving why they're perfect for this reality show.
I love Love.
Oh, yeah. Telling us they're sticking together even after his latest arrest. Monique and Derek tell TMZ they are stronger than ever, and she even bailed him out of jail after he was busted in Ohio for felony assault. Derek says the arrest stems from an incident he had with a fellow inmate in 2021 when he was behind bars, claiming he was indicted after an investigation wrapped. While there was some speculation Monique would break up with Derek, she says he's her man and she won't leave him over his legal issues because they're in love. Monique tells us it was a pretty easy decision to bail Derek out of jail, and he says he'd do the same for her were their roles reversed. Derek has a court date next week and says the case won't stop them from remaining on the WeTV series. Despite all the drama and potential legal pitfalls, Monique and Derek are planning to take their next step in their relationship, telling us they're looking to buy a home together. Take a look.
So right now, even following Derek's recent arrest, we are still together. His arrest didn't hurt our relationship at all. So
we're doing good. I'm out. We happy. We just had a minor setback with me being arrested. Everything is still the same. We're still together, still in love, and ready for the future. This arrest was a shocker to me. I've been out almost 9 months. And with that being said, when I was in prison, I had a situation where I got into a physical altercation with another inmate. And it finally came out that it was a pending investigation. I didn't know, my parole officers didn't know, nobody knew until recently where they dropped the indictment. So it had nothing to do with Monique, no other females, nobody. I have been doing good, staying out of trouble since I've been out. And so, like I said, this happened back in January 2021 when I was in prison.
I did bail Derek out of jail when he was arrested. I feel like this is my man. I love him. I'm not going to let him sit in jail. So people can crack jokes all they want to. This is my man.
And if she got locked up, I'm going to be right there and bail her out.
So I don't understand it because, I mean, I'm going to stick beside him.
That's right, Monique.
We're now
give it up for Black love, honey. I love it.
And
we're still
together, going strong.
We're still happily together. We're working on getting Monique from Chicago and to Cleveland with me. And we trying to just build on that. Like we building a foundation.
Oh, he can't move.
For our home.
Oh, that's right.
To be happy together, you know.
All right, hey Derek.
So I'm laughing so much. I'm laughing at these comments. First of all, LLE says, "Bless her heart." Meet the Whitaker said,
"When has the roles been reversed?"
Right, when?
Never, and they won't ever.
And won't. Keith Riddle says, "No offense, is she getting a check?"
Yeah. From the show, yeah, they both get checked. That's what that's cheating. But define cheating, Ray Bishop. What is cheating?
Yeah, what is cheating?
Okay. Dr. Ho says Kabuki trade hammer. Okay. Ray Bishop says teeny man, the one they compare to Norbert and Rasputia. I am sick and tired of Ray. D3, Dr. D3, hey girl. He just need a place to stay and keep his clothes. That is definitely Norbert and Rasputia. You know
Dr. Holt.
I mean,
really? Okay, so okay, let's not use that picture.
Right, I was just the worst picture. Kwame,
you know what?
Worst picture.
It's the shade for
that's what they gave us.
I'm like,
Kwame picked the worst. You picked the worst.
I didn't pick any of these pictures. That's
yes,
what they gave us.
You did.
It's in the docket. That's what they gave us, Squirrel. That's what they. It's so shady. I'm so sorry.
Love comes in many different sizes, and really, Kwame, that tickles you. Really, you're gonna?
No, it's the comments, y'all. It's not. Y'all, it wasn't me.
Right, Kwame.
He's a good man, Savannah. He's a good man.
Yes.
Hey, AD number 3.
AD number 3. Thank you for joining.
Yes, that's a good man, Savannah. Good man.
Right, don't choke on your fry, bro.
I'm going to tell you, I love this couple. They're the best thing that ever happened on Love After Lockup. I believe in them, and I'm standing beside them.
You know what, Kwame?
Kwame, you're wrong.
What?
Kwame, we're not doing this. Kwame, that's wrong.
Yo!
Not cool.
You did that on purpose.
Now here come the comments. Share the comments because I know they're out there. She gonna find them. What is wearing? I hate my life right now.
But opposites attract, Ray Bishop. Opposites attract.
And he loves her. It's not cuffing season. That's October through December. Listen, they are in love, and I believe in it.
We're not taking part in this ministry, Kwame. Have a blessed day. Y'all, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Like, it wasn't.
That is the worst picture. That is the worst picture ever.
Let me find
Baby, this was worse than the first one.
How about this one? Is this worse?
Okay.
That is better, yes.
Okay. That's, yeah. She's still taking up the
Hey,
screen. But listen. I like Monique.
Did you say, hey, Derek? Slide in those DMs.
Oh, you like Derek? Let's go ahead and watch this picture. That's a nice picture of him, right? That's this little bug shot head. That's
it's a manipulator is what that is.
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple of exes with a mug shot, Ann.
Oh, Kyrie.
What?
Anyway, so Kyrie's trying to be a cast member on Love After Lockup. That's what Kyrie's trying to do. Anywho,
I said exes.
I am not going to sit here and judge Monique and Derek because I'm actually rooting for them. I really like Monique and Derek. I don't know if I like them together, but I like them individually.
They're the best thing that happened to this show.
They are.
They are.
I really like Monique. I don't know what it is about her, but I
mean, she's relentless.
I'm sorry.
She does. She does.
Who is Crystal Rucker?
She's a gospel singer.
Ray, go to your room.
That's why I don't know her. Apparently,
go to your room, Ray.
They favor. She'll look just like they favor.
Well, is that a bad thing?
No, Chris Rucker's not ugly. No,
Kwame. Okay.
I like them.
I
do too.
Wait, what comment? You know what, Dr. Holt? Go to your room too. I'm sick.
Dr. Holt is on punishment. What did Dr. Holt say?
I should put you behind a time out. Both you and Ray are cutting up this evening. Look what this fool said. Cole and Dick Shirley from March. You know what?
That's the comment.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Cole and Dick Shirley.
Oh
my God.
Cole and Dick Shirley.
I like that. I like that.
That is not what this show is about. Anywho, I like Monique and Derek, okay? A whole ruckus y'all making. It's too early. Too late.
You never know where love's gonna find you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
listen,
right.
She was just scrolling.
When I first saw them and I first was introduced to them, I didn't believe it. I felt like Derek was a liar. And I felt like I mean he is, but I felt like you know, I don't think Derek's a liar. I think that he's just extremely immature.
Well, do I think he's into Monique the way he portrays? Of course not. She is a means to.
Do you think so? I actually think that he is.
I think she's definitely his life.
I think he likes her loyalty more than anything.
You don't think he's in love with her?
No, I think he's in love with her money, the PPP loan that she took out, the finances relationship.
I think he likes her loyalty. Because he said that. He said, you know, she was, even his family didn't do nothing for him when he was in jail, but she did. So that's why he's with her.
Are we surprised by that, though, Kwame?
But I like his grandmother. Did you see his grandmother tell him, don't you hurt that girl? I like her.
I do like grandma. I really do.
Yeah, grandma told him that. Grandma said, I like her. Do not.
No, we're gonna get to that, Dr. Holt. She is not as bad as Letitia. I promise you that.
Oh, I think she is.
You think Monique is as bad as Letitia?
Yeah, I think they're cousins. I think what they suffer from is, you know, is related. Absolutely.
Well, then it must be the DAC. It has to be the DAC.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
They are.
Well, I don't know about Letitia. But Derek.
Okay. All right.
You're such a whore.
What? All right, we're going to go ahead and get into what's tea, but before we do, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. While we're doing that, go ahead and get your libations, all the things that you need to go ahead and get started and get this night rolling, because we're going to have some kiki on tonight. So go ahead and sit back, relax, and we'll be right back after this. We'll see you on the other side. And invite your cousins, loved ones, everybody, got it.
Yes.
By popular demand. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you are just tuning in, go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. We thank you guys so much for tuning in, supporting us, and loving what we do, because we love what we do. All right, y'all. Let's get on into what's tea. All right, so what's tea, y'all? Let's get into the last episode of Grown and Gospels. Okay? So we had this last episode. We had a sit down with these two. Did we have a sit down with these two? Yeah, we did. Right? Am I correct?
We did. Where's Kyrie?
Okay. I think he's on Boost Mobile. Just there she go. Hold on. Oh. You good, girl?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cricket Wireless. So we last episode we talked about we had these two have a sit down and have a conversation. What did you guys think of their conversation?
I think what's her name? Shayna, Sheila,
yeah, whatever her
name.
Shayna.
I think she's full of shit.
She is.
Yeah.
She is
full of shit.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
After I listened to watched Tasha's interview with Carlos King, I have a different opinion about Tasha. And yeah.
Well. Okay. So first of all,
this situation, because what Tasha said, I agree with. I kind of thought it last week, but she confirmed it. Girl, you're doing this for the TV, for the show.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, Kyrie, on this one. A shocker, right? I had to, Shayna, thank you, LLE. I have to agree with you on this one. Last week, I thought with the way that the camera, and this is my fault because I should have known how production is. That's what production companies do. That's what producers do. They angle the narrative, right? And so according to what they need, and of course, you don't want to have the new girl come in because she's not made to be the villain, right? And so, she's not. I think they're trying to make Tasha the villain. But we'll see how it goes. I think now they're focusing on Elijah being the villain, but that's a whole nother thing.
He is.
He is not. Absolutely.
I thought he redeemed himself.
No, we're gonna get into that, Miss Lisa, because
you thought
vehemently disagree with you on that one.
Well, okay, listen, I had to go back and watch last week's episode, right?
We'll get to it. We'll get to it because I want to finish up with these ragamuffins.
Okay,
because I don't want to give any more time to Shayna, because I do agree with you, Kyrie, that I think that if you really, because it sounded like they didn't have that deep of an issue until you came back for the show, and you probably heard one of the producers told you, hey, amp it up, girl.
Right. And so you know doggone well you called that woman husband and told him what she said.
Of course she did.
Allegedly, and that's fine.
If from here on out, everything I said will be followed with allegedly.
Maybe we should have a banner that says allegedly.
You know what? You is right. Yeah. Where's the damn banner? I have one up here. But regardless, at the end of the Black Ass Day, we don't know what really went down between those ragamuffins. Right?
But I like she said, I only told you, and nobody else was around when I told you. But somehow my husband worded the conversation verbatim. Who else told him?
And let's be real. In real life, we wouldn't need, it would be that she told the husband. Who else told him?
Right. Unless somebody was sitting in the back seat listening, and they wouldn't.
Well, is the husband a shapeshifter? Like, was he in the room and we not know? I mean, of course not.
I don't know nowadays. People.
Because according to Tasha, he was nowhere near. He was nowhere near. He was out of town.
Allegedly. So listen. So I don't want to give any more time to Shayna because I find her incredibly boring. So that's fine and dandy. Then we move on to these two. Shout out to Bree. Okay, we love you, Bree.
Hey, Bree.
We do love Bree. I do love Bree.
But I will say, Elijah hooked her up though at Photoshop.
He did. I mean, okay, so maybe getting rid of the boots.
Pause.
Okay.
Pause. Let me explain something to both of you.
Oh, good Lord.
The stuff that happens on there, the trips, the expensive dinners and brunches and lunches that they have. Production pays for that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't pay for that damn photo shoot, honey.
Oh, I know. But under his direction, he made her grand. She was beautiful.
Okay. Yeah. Brie looked really nice.
She did. And I just think that I think you need to this next episode, Kwame, just look at him through different lenses.
But him, I just can't get.
I mean, is he shady? Could he potentially be dangerous? Maybe.
And I listen to everything Tasha said about him. Like, that's just how he is. To know him,
he's a good time. He's gonna, read you. He's
a messy church queen.
Right, he's messy.
And I know a lot of messy church queens. I know a lot of messy church queens that will sit there and be different in the pulpit and sit there and be different at church, and then they go and talk shit behind your back. I understand. I don't trust her. I don't like her, and I am not dealing with her. So y'all can sit here and defend the whole all you want to. I'm not doing it.
Here we go.
I like Elijah.
Do you really?
I like what he did for Bree. She was a mess.
But you said I like Elijah. So do you like Elijah?
Well, let me clarify. Yeah, I like what he did for Bree.
I
like what he did for Bree.
So you like what production did for Bree?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like that too. I love how she looks. It doesn't excuse his behavior.
It does not.
Thank you.
And he's the type that'll be on the show and say, well, remember when I did this for you? I did that for you. Yeah, I know.
There you go, bro. There you go.
I know his type. With this carpet
messy
shag.
But do we agree that Bree has got to get tougher skin to survive in this world? Like,
she's gonna. I believe after this season,
she's got to.
I believe that she already has tough skin after dealing with these ragamuffins.
Well, those are her friends. They've all been friends.
Are they friends?
Are they friends?
According to Tasha Page Lockhart,
watch
her interview with Carlos King.
Oh, I did. I watched it.
Yeah. So she said they've all been friends for years.
Let's get into that conversation.
But speaking of Bree,
known each other for years.
Speaking of Bree, I did agree with Tasha when she said Fred Hammond needs to come off of Twitter and call Bree himself.
Oh, no.
I agree wholeheartedly with that. Now, speaking of Tasha Lockhart and Carlos King's conversation, let's go ahead and talk about that, shall we? Let's go ahead and have a conversation on the conversation on Saturdays. Okay, so I watched the entirety of the Carlos King conversation, and let me tell you something. I really like Carlos King. I do. I think he is one of my favorite executive producers. I think that's out there. I think he is very smart. I love the way he thinks, and he's just a really smart strategist when it comes to producing reality TV. He has a lot.
I agree.
He asks the right questions. He knows how to go there. And with Tasha, she likes to talk. So all he has to do is set the table, and she will go and do what she needs to do. And she laid out some stuff that I agree with and some stuff that I didn't. What were your thoughts?
Share.
What were your thoughts? I'm asking.
I didn't watch the interview.
Oh,
I watched the interview, but what didn't you agree with? Because I thought,
I didn't agree with the fact that she came. I'm with you, Kwame. I don't trust Elijah. Yeah, I didn't agree with the fact that the way she went after, like, she navigated the whole conversation with her husband or ex-husband, excuse me. Mm-hmm. I didn't think that was smart. I didn't think that was right. And I, regardless of how she feels about him, you made it seem, you gave a narrative that he was messy with you when you were the one that cheated on him, allegedly.
But we don't know the full story. Like she said, we'll see.
But she apologized.
But she admitted.
Exactly. She apologized. We're going based off of the information that has been released.
Right. She had an affair. But when she broke it down, But when she broke it down, if that's what she's talking about, that really wasn't okay.
LLE, I'm sure.
But that's about it. Yeah, Elijah ain't about the boots. Elijah can't afford it.
Right, he can barely afford it. Let me stop.
He can't afford a YSL hat, in my opinion.
Tasha ex-husband pulled a Will Smith. He said, y'all better keep my name out of your MF and mouth. He got all kind of receipts and will lay out these folks to rest. I believe him too, Dr. Hope.
I don't believe him. I don't believe him.
Wasn't he supposed to come on yesterday?
Because here's my thing. You are hurt sister because she didn't say anything in that interview that discredited him or spoke ill. She didn't speak ill of him at all.
Not a hurt sister.
She talked about herself. She said at that time when they were filming, she still loved it. She wanted a chance, and only because, and this is what I got from it. She wanted to be married because she didn't want a second failed marriage under her belt because she thinks that's failure. And I know people like that person.
It is.
So I believed it. So she said that's why she was trying to make it work, but he made it clear he didn't want it. So when Carlos asked her, did they go to bed? I said, Carlos, dog what that man didn't take that woman to bed. Because he opened his mouth to speak, a Birkin bag fell out his mouth. So we know he don't even want no woman.
Right. That's my opinion. And this is before the conversation ended with him, rejecting her. As I was watching it, I text Kyrie, I'm like, but he's gay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But let's just put the banner because it's going to be a lot of stuff, Kwame.
Well, that's the word of verb.
I didn't feel the chemistry unless he's just not that into her and it was completely dead. But you just didn't feel it between him to her,
Well, he don't want her. And he made that clear at the dinner table.
He don't want her or anyone in her species.
Okay, I agree with that too. But I'm saying, but her specifically, he didn't want her and he made that clear.
Right.
And I was like, and that's when I was sitting in front of the TV going, Tasha, don't do this. You never make a man tell you twice he don't want you.
Well, I guess if she took the vows and she was trying to make it work, I have no problem with her trying to, exhaust that situation. But it was the rolling of the eyes for me. It was the way he rolled his eyes.
Yeah.
I did. I'm like, no.
So I hear you guys. Well, hold on. Let's see what Dr. Holt. Dr. Holt says, well, he slept with somebody. He got 3 to 4 sons and a granddaughter. I mean, yeah.
Well, LOE.
Exactly.
That doesn't change my stance.
Listen, whether
he got 3 to 4 sons
and a granddaughter.
My playmate back in LA got 2 kids. What that mean?
To me, that's here nor there. That's here nor there. Because
right.
She had already admitted that she had cheated on him. But then you go on Carlos King and then say, well, no, I didn't cheat on him. We were already separated or we were already dealing with. Okay, girl, well, you didn't clarify that on the show.
You did not.
Because
I walked away thinking it was the cheating that created the divide between she and her husband.
But according to the church, she did cheat because they were separate. They were not. They were not divorced. So technically, according to the Bible, she cheated.
Well, Jesus doesn't like divorce. So.
Well, okay. Regardless, at the end of the Black Ass Day, I am so sick and tired of the BS and the hypocrisy between with the church. Okay, because one of the things that I did like about the conversation that Tasha was talking about is that she kept talking about that her parents' generation is a different generation, right? Our parents' generation and our parents' generation are different traditionalist type things, and they're only learning and they only do what is passed on. They're not doing any research. They're not really doing any type of theological conversations or theological in-depth stuff. But at the end of and to the point is, Tasha Kitty Cat was hot, period. And what you don't want is a hurt, disgruntled sissy, just like you don't want a woman scorned.
That's facts. Those are facts.
I mean, I can't argue with that.
I'm so weak.
Dr. Holt is a hot mess, but he is right.
He's out of control.
But he is right.
He is absolutely
Where's
right.
the lie? You know what I'm saying?
There is none.
None at all that I can find. But the bottom line is that the conversation took a turn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like there's a way to handle certain things if you really care about this person, right? And if you were still in communication, and I believe, because I couldn't find, it's very rare that you don't find information on someone, where you don't find people that don't have a social media track history. And I was having very much difficulty finding anything on this T. Vernon guy, right? My team was having difficulty finding pictures of him, and the only pictures that we found of him was obviously of his church or him or any type of graphics of his church or whatever. But he doesn't have a personal kind of social media thing that he has going on.
Blueprint.
Right. He doesn't have a big blueprint. And so that led me to believe that you don't normally go on, because what he said when he went live, he was like, I don't normally do this. This is not what I do. But you did it anyway. So that's, here nor there. Well, but at the end of the day, I get when somebody wants to feel like they have to defend themselves.
Mm-hmm. But what is he defending? Because she didn't say anything bad about him. So I don't understand what he's defending.
It's the narrative, because she did lean on making it seem like he was because she was like, hallelujah, I'm done, blah blah. Like, you made it seem like he was a horrible person.
Like she was free.
Yeah, like, girl, if anything, he's free from you.
Well, I mean, okay.
But I hear what you're saying. If it wasn't that bad, if it was just that, and you moved on, and she moved on, and y'all had y'all bumps every now and then or whatever, then why are you worried about what the hell she said?
I think it's what's not being said, and only they know, and he's reacting to maybe nonverbals or whatever.
It's the implication, Dr. Hall. Exactly.
That's exactly.
But when he said, well, he hasn't seen that he's gonna, like, he didn't say these words. I'm just paraphrasing, but he's gonna blow up the building. I made me believe what I've always thought, that whoever this person she had the affair with is a woman. Because if she's telling you, I had an affair, or whatever. What you gonna come behind it with?
Right. Hey, Kawan.
What you come behind it with?
Hold up. Wait a minute. I don't think Kawan gotta do
a new picture.
Okay,
yeah,
Kawan. Does. Hello, sir.
But my thing is this: she already told the world she has licked cat. So what do you? I don't.
Did she use those words? Did she use those words to describe her?
Well, then what she said. She said she's been with women.
She swam in the lady pond.
From 14 to 19, yeah.
Did she use those words? Yes, she did use those words. She said she likes really snacks. She likes snacks. She
after Bree admitted it, then she admitted it.
She pulls from the clam mittens. That's what she does.
Bree said it.
I did, but maybe I just kind of.
Yeah, they had a whole hugging moment. They had
in the kitchen talking at Bree's apartment.
Well, I thought it was about the stripper situation.
No. And that's when Bree said she discovered she likes women.
Because when she mentioned she was a stripper, I kind of zoned out because I couldn't envision her being a stripper.
Okay. That's what she said. She found out she likes women too.
Mm-hmm. But most strippers do, don't they?
No.
Is that part of the job? At least that's how it was on the Players Club. I don't know.
Now the female strippers that I know. They don't.
I'm just saying.
They don't. No.
They don't. No.
The ones that I know personally don't.
All right. So let's move on. What is your forecast for the next week or so for the how many more episodes do we have of these guys?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hopefully,
Carlos King would go on and on.
Well, hopefully, don't get 30 episodes like we did with Love and Marriage, Huntsville.
Baby, that went on and on and on.
It was horrible.
But hopefully Nikki will be back this week instead of Shayna.
Well, I definitely think there's going to be a season 2.
Yeah, it's well received from what I'm saying.
It's not only well received, but it's also child gals and lesbians are everywhere in gospel industry. But I know that's right, Dr. Holt.
Well, what I do want to know, speaking of that conversation, I would love to know.
That's right.
I would love to know who is the person that told them they didn't want to do it, but now all of a sudden wants to do it. I would love to know that.
Who?
I don't know. It's somebody. Carlos King and Tasha was making jokes. Making jokes.
Someone big or just another?
Someone in the gospel. Someone in Detroit on the gospel scene with them who Tasha suggested when they came to them they were too holy to do it, but now they want to do it.
Well, holy doesn't always pay the bills.
What is our verdict? What is our verdict for this episode?
It was okay.
I don't think it was a filler episode. I felt like it was a little bit more than a filler episode. I felt like we got to know more.
It was better. It was better than episode 2. Definitely better than episode 2.
Yes. I have a little bit more respect for Bree. This is if Bree actually uses this as a good stepping ground. I'm telling you, she's gonna be a rock star.
I love Bree. I love
Bree.
I really like Tasha. Now after that interview, I really like Tasha. I've always liked Nikki.
I have to watch it.
I don't like
I like Tasha to the point where I can have drinks with her. I feel like she would be a good partner.
But
this one,
I don't like him, and I don't like Shayna.
We could square up, honey. Because I feel she triggers me. She triggers me every time I see her rat-faced neck. Every time I see her, she gets on my nerves.
Oh my God, he does look like Ricky Tikki Tavi in this picture.
Okay, we're done. We're moving on. All right, guys.
Rat, he does. But I don't like Shayna. Jason is okay to me. I don't like.
Shayna rubbed me wrong. I'm like,
I don't like Shayna.
I don't like Shayna.
After hearing the interview with Tasha and Carlos King, I'm looking at Shayna like, girl, this is not that deep.
Right. Okay, girl. We know you getting a check. You trying to come back.
You can't talk about anything else. Like,
but
that's
the
storyline.
But I love how Tasha put it out there. Like, well, just in case she want to come on here and say,
right. And that's what made me respect her a
funny.
little more. She was like, look, I'm an open book. This is what it is, whether you like it or not. So I dug that. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get on into the second.
Open. That's why I like her. She's open. Mm-hmm. I like her.
Well, how open is she? Let's go ahead and get on into the next part of the phase, which is the Queens of Comedy. Queens
of Comedy.
Sorry. Yeah. The Queens of R. It is. It's a comedy show, honestly, if you want to think about it. But
it is.
Queens of R&B. But before we get into it, let's go ahead and thank our sponsor. This episode is sponsored in part by Bullet and Flight Radio. Get ready to uplift your spirit with Bullet and Flight Radio, the world's leading progressive Christian radio station. Experience the vibrant fusion of gospel house music and a rich medley of inspiration from all musical genres that'll make your heart soar. Join their extraordinary lineup of today's trailblazers, visionaries, and voices that matter, all sharing their stories and wisdom. Stay plugged in around the clock as they broadcast unmissable content 24/7. Your go-to station for all things inspiring. Become a pilot today by visiting bulletandflightradio.com. Bullet and Flight Radio. Your story, our station. Shout out to our listeners over there at Bullet and Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian radio station in the world. Thank you so much. Your story, our station. All right, you guys, let's get into the Queens.
He probably does, Dr. Holt. He probably does.
Ooh, what are you talking about?
Dr. Holt.
Can we lead him with
I told y'all, you know what, Dr. Holt, I'm about to ban you, girl. You about to get a timeout, girl.
Claudia, can we please put that picture up of Tasha with a snotty nose? It just brings me such joy.
Hold on.
Why?
I got you, sis. I got
you. Thank you.
You are such an Aries.
I am.
I got you.
And you're such a Libra.
I am. Ooh, proud.
Ooh.
Bleeding heart.
Just defending the. All right, you guys. You guys seen the Latucia and them? Hold on, I'm trying to find
toxic.
I can't find the original picture.
Why y'all? People on the internet are calling her that.
Oh, here she goes.
Because she is.
And it's hurting her feelings.
Oh,
I don't care.
Girl,
I don't care.
Cry me a river, heifer. Cry me a river.
Yes. Oh my God. It just warms my heart to see
Give
this.
a damn what you upset about, girl.
Right. We don't care. 30,000 plus the tax that girl spent. What, $46,000?
Well,
Right.
Run her money.
The money spent, girl. The money spent.
Well, plus
You know
now
the money was spent on? Her, what is it? The Golden Girl Foundation.
husband.
Oh, and that too.
Well, he's probably the Golden Girl Foundation. So.
He's the fifth member, low-key.
All right, let's go in order of what. Okay. So we come back. We come back to the Letitia and Xscape.
I love the tone. I love the tone comment.
I'm
trying to be calm because everybody thinks that I'm just so.
But I love how you did this though. You have her separated, and you have them
because that's
she has herself separated.
That's in this collage.
And I heard that Diana Ross is pissed off about the comparison. Also,
I agree, and she should be, and I think she should do her ass too.
We're gonna compare this to Miss Ross.
I mean,
what I'm saying. What? They're both mediocre singers. They're lead singers of the group, and they did their groups wrong.
So it was so nice having Kyrie on. It was so nice having Kyrie on.
Was a good person.
He wasn't it so nice?
He was such an awesome guy.
Just a sweet pal.
Just misdirected. You know what I mean?
Just so misinformed.
Yeah.
Misguided.
Lisa,
Kyrie.
Now, Miss,
you're back. Hi,
Miss Lisa. So you're gonna tell me that Diana Ross is a premier vocalist?
But like Ray said, Diana is famous, honey.
She is an icon. She invented being a diva. She is everything that every Black woman wanted to be at a certain time. I mean, and then there's Beyonce. At the end of the day, this woman, LaToxic, should not be compared to Miss Ross on any level.
Okay.
On any level.
At any time. At any point. Ever.
Whether you think she's a mediocre singer or not, she will go down in history as having made a fucking difference.
But let's go ahead and move on, because this is not about Diana the Supreme.
It sure isn't, and I shouldn't even brought her up with this woman.
So we start out with these two having a conversation. They're trying to have a sisterly bonding.
Aww.
Sit down. Now, what I found hilarious. This is why I fucks with Tamika, okay? Because she walked into that damn studio, and Rocky said, "Hey, girl," and she was like,
"She shouldn't even turned around. I would have acted as if I heard nothing. Nothing."
Yeah.
She held her clutch, honey, and she turned around. She was like, "Oh, these are nice tiles. These are great."
Rocky triggers me so bad.
Rocky does not. First of all, why are you there?
Right.
Nobody asked you to be there.
No one's husband is in this. Just him.
Well, he's her manager.
I don't give a damn. You don't need to be on the show, girl. You're not a cast member.
Do we not think that T.I. isn't managing Tiny? He is.
But do you see her? Do you see him?
Do you see him? No.
You know what, Ray? Ray said the eye makeup is annoying. None of them have style. Okay.
Now that I can agree with.
Xscape, or are we talking the girls as a whole? Because
all the police.
Xscape.
Those girls from Georgia, and Candy, and I normally like Candy. I was so triggered this episode. I was so triggered.
Well,
all right. So they had a conversation. They're talking about, we're gonna bend fences. We're gonna do the thing.
Whatever.
Blah, blah. We all know how that fucking turned out. So we're gonna leave that alone. Okay. Bye, girl. Good luck. Good day. Mm-hmm. All right. So then the next thing that happened, and here's where my girl Coco,
showed up. She was activated, honey.
She said, Wonder Twin Powers, activate. Form of, I'm not that one. Shape of, you got me fucked up. That was so, I love Coco. She said, look, girl.
About Coco. Let me say this about Coco. Yes. She delivers her shade in your face. She doesn't wait for the confessional. Kandiburress.
Okay, because you came in with your homegirl Candy came in with her little woofa loofah on her fucking head.
What was that?
I don't know what was going on with that.
Who was she cosplaying?
I don't know what kind of Cleopatra wannabe she thought she was.
I don't know what is that.
Came up in there.
What is that?
She was doing too much. And
looking like a brat doll. She looked like a broke down brat doll.
You came in and tried to throw shade, and let me tell you something, girl. That's why. And what I loved about Coco is that she was like, I just want to let you know that "Weak" is a stronger song.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Period.
And I had to pull the stats again, right? So we talked about what they've done, internationally. Which, I mean, does anyone even know xscape internationally?
No.
But anyway. Weak spent over 22 weeks as a number one single. Maybe I need to look.
I don't think Coco loves the best.
No,
she avoided it.
Actually, that's not.
She avoided it.
That's not actually.
And she ran out of medication. Actually, that's not true. Was done.
Wait, what's not true?
No, she said Coco loves the mess. I was like, no, that's not true.
Yeah, I don't think she loves the mess. I can feel that she doesn't love the Meet the Whitakers. Let's talk about the receipts. We're going to talk about that, honey. Hold on, Meet the Whitakers. We're going to talk about that. Hey, Steph.
Hey, Sean.
So we were waiting for that New York Coco to come out. I know that's right.
And she showed up.
Coco went there. Okay, old girl, Lily went there. Lily wasn't having it. Okay, because when they sat down,
Taj was gonna be the.
And can we have a moment?
Taj is that one, be like, hey, let's calm down.
Taj was like, hey guys, let's
because someone has to,
Hey, Julia. Thanks for joining, Julia. Appreciate it. Pull those stats, Harold. That's what Harold said. Yeah, we're gonna pull those stats. Don't worry about it. We got you. Hey, y'all loving this conversation. We appreciate you, Steph. Thank you for joining. Appreciate
Hold
you.
on.
Please. But listen, as you're pulling up the stats, Taj wasn't having it. Lily wasn't having it. And when we went into that damn room with the fashion designer from ATL strip mall, okay, girl, he came in there and you saw all them damn lingerie. I was like, what is happening?
What y'all
It was
doing?
Lily's response for me. I just sent it to you and Kyrie. I don't know if you can pull it up, Kwame, but feel free. I did Weak and I did Understanding, so we can just numbers. People lie, members of xscape lie, but numbers don't.
Where did you send it at?
Text it.
Oh, you gotta. Can you send it to me on? Oh wait, no. You know what I can do?
Tell me where to send it. I can send it. You want to message?
I'm sending to you. Oh, I'm sending to you. Yeah.
Regardless, y'all can Google it. It's really not. Just send me the link if you can, or send them. Yeah, we'll do it later.
I didn't take the link. I just took a screenshot.
The point is that all of this, when they were sitting down, I don't understand why it was an issue. Who was like? Because at the end of the day, you already won the top billing. You came in with that BS. You know, Weak is a better song. Period. Candy knows music. Candy knows music, and as much as she wants to ride for it, because you're trying. And Lily said it. Lily pulled it up. Lily said it at that time. She was like, "Oh, they only want the top, the last song, so they could look like."
Let me just say this. Weak for all of the '90s was on Billboard charts for the entire decade.
Yeah, it stayed there. It's the whole year. It stayed there like 22 weeks or something like that. So
22 weeks it stayed number one, Kyrie.
Right.
But for the entire decade, it was in at least, I think the lowest was like 59 on Billboard. But the entire decade, Weak was on Billboard charts.
Every time that I've gone to a black karaoke, Weak was always played. I don't remember hearing an xscape, and I'm no shade to xscape. xscape has some cute bops. Listen, but I remember at every black karaoke event that I went to, even some white karaoke events that I went to, they played Weak.
But like because it was a pop song, it was popular.
Yeah.
The thing is, and we're not going to allow Candy to rewrite history and make it seem as if xscape was that group. They came out as those ugly girls, and let's be honest about it. That first album, they were busted. They looked like they were working on the chain gang. It was horrible. Okay,
but Tiny did say we don't wear overalls and flats.
Right, you can't.
Let me tell you something about.
You don't have the look to do that.
And first of all, girl, you need to
Pennywise.
First of all, Pennywise, you need to sit your behind in the corner because we still were looking at you side-eyed with all your damn complaints going on against you that's still not been talked about.
What about the victims, Tiny? Victims.
How about that?
I'm trying to figure out when did SWV do that. When did they do overalls and flats? I've never seen that, and I've seen.
Well, you know, they tried to.
But listen, she tried to. They showed a picture, and one of the producers on Pyro brought up a good point. Do you remember when she was talking about? Well, look, we have high production and we have a wall to wall, and they showed a flash. The production that showed a flash of them behind an LED wall. Do you know that where that was taken at?
Where?
It was at a Grammy Awards situation. It was at an award ceremony. It wasn't at one of their concerts.
And what they don't talk about is they make it seem like they're selling out shows. You're bringing 20 other has-been shows, has-been groups.
Very handsome, yep.
I can't. Yes,
but right.
Anyways, that first episode when she got out of that Jeep with the orange hair, with the orange Jeep, and the orange lipstick.
When the heifer turned around in the all-white wig, I was like, who is this demon? I didn't understand what was going on. It was very scary. When Zami came in there?
Very slowly. She does. It's a lot to take in all at once.
It was like...
I mean, let's just listen. Here's the thing we're not saying. When SWV and Xscape came out, it was already a divide. Because it was a certain group, and dare I say class, but let's just go there. It was a certain group of women that gravitated to SWV, and it was a certain group of hood rats that gravitated to Xscape. And I can't. I can't with Candy. Candy has come back and made a big comeback, and kudos to the sis. But Xscape is just that ghetto group that everybody didn't get into.
It's fine. Period. It's fine. My issue, right, exactly. See what now Harold said something really hilarious. He says 1 concert, 2 stages, see where the people flock most. SWV. Hello.
I love Harold. Yes.
Tiny body is not cute. Okay.
It is not.
We're not
we talk about what is that atop her legs? Is that a watermelon? What is that?
Okay.
She should do no side views. No side views at all.
There's some of the cute leather overalls. Tiny Candy just always want to show off their body.
First of all, you're dealing with people that are from different areas. SWV is from up north, whole different swag, and it's from the 90s, and it is about comfort. If I'm on my feet singing, stop it. I mean, and then Xscape, all of it is just bedroom
That's
music.
what I'm saying, Dr. Hall. I could care less. Are we filing charges? Listen, we're going to do
we need to be.
Listen, hold on. We got to, because we're running out of time. I want to get to the point of the fact that one of the points that Tiny made was like, we have higher production and blah, blah. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you, girl. Okay? You listen. Where's her Pennywise looking clown ass? Where's she at? Okay, let me explain something to you, mamas. Okay, when you have raw talent, when you have good talent, you don't need all this other high production, girl. And that's why your asses don't get the type of recognition that you do, that you think you got. Because if you weren't just on a reality TV, you would have international damn success. They don't need to be spending money on high production, all that other shit. And you don't know their stages. And when was the last time you've been to SWV concert, honey?
But like I said, just because you have on reality TV and you have more followers on social media does not equate record sales or content.
No,
Ask Sweetie. How many followers did she have?
Sweetie got over 1 million followers.
How many purchased that album?
Baby. By the same amount to purchase Chloe's album. And they both have in the millions.
Right.
Did y'all buy Chloe's album?
Of course not. I just need her to make music that goes over like 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Them, okay. I don't do those CDs anymore. I am a millennial.
Well, okay, you can download the music is what I'm saying.
Yes, I download. I have Apple Music.
Oh, you did? Okay, so you download. Okay, because her sales were in the toilet. And I'm like, everybody kept saying they was anticipating this album, but okay, we're not here to talk about that.
Anyway, yeah, we're not here to talk about her, honey. We're going to now. Let's get to the very end where
the receipt.
The receipt came in. First of all, shout out to you, SWV, Team Taj, Team SWV, Team Coco. We love you, girl. Team Taj, Team Lily.
Yes.
Now these bitches. Okay, let's go ahead and see what's going on with these heifers.
But can I just say this? When Tamika pulled out the blue folder, and it was big,
let me explain something to you. One of the things that I loved about this show, I am a man of receipts. Anybody that knows me and knows me well is that
because we're in the era of receipts.
I always have receipts.
Right. Because it didn't happen. It didn't happen.
I keep screenshots, honey. I keep receipts with contracts.
That's right.
I have records. I have a paper trail. Honey, you ain't gonna tell a lie on Kwame.
So she and Tamika handed everyone the receipts, right?
She had copies.
So you had Pennywise and Latoxic reading this for the first time.
Did.
Pennywise was reading and taking it in, right? She's reading. Let's see what's going on. Latasha, as soon as she got it, what is this? What is this?
You knew what it was.
Did it like this.
There are text messages.
What is this?
You're going to believe text messages? Yes.
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 I'm also going to believe the checks that were cashed.
Right.
Bro,
that's what I'm going to do.
Who would do business with them after this? Who?
Hey, Lamar.
Motown Gospel. Hey, Lamar.
Motown
Gospel.
So, allegedly, hold on, because I have tea on that. I have tea on that. So
I'm salivating.
I have tea on this. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, so now, do you remember there was, and I didn't get the screenshot from the other blogger that found this out. His name is Make It Make Sense, Mems.
Okay. I know who that is, guys.
Yes, so he's another blogger on. A shout out to Make It Make Sense. He had posted a copy of, or a screenshot of when Latusha was making her a little apology video, right? In that was the executive director of Motown Gospel.
Okay.
Now, allegedly, Motown Gospel told her to make that damn apology because it's looking bad. That girl ain't gonna keep her damn gospel up.
But I said that. I said that's why she did the apology.
Right.
And do we know if they were pleased with this snotty apology?
But she should not have added in the open relationship. They didn't tell her to do that.
No.
Well, and let's just be real. She wouldn't be, or they wouldn't be the first Christians to have an open relationship. That's not the gag.
But they're going to be the first ones to say it out loud.
To say it out loud. And that's the issue, Kyrie.
But
in your support of Latasha and Rocky.
I mean, but that's how the church is. You can be.
Can we share with our viewers that Kyrie has pre-ordered her album?
I mean, you already shared it, girl.
Okay.
I don't know what to say.
Is that what we're doing?
I mean,
it's breaking my heart. I'm trying to save you from yourself.
How you going? You just did it. You just threw him under the bus, girl.
Right.
Because
is that what we're doing?
He needs a public lashing for that.
Is that what we're doing? Ain't nobody gonna blast me because I'm not one to follow the crowd. I go what I feel.
Listen,
but you usually follow the truth.
Listen, I think Kyrie should help the whole. Because at the end of the day, she gonna need every dollar, dime, nickel, and cranny.
I might even buy that vegan cookbook.
Get what you need. Help the whole out.
Yeah, because
do what you need to do, Kyrie.
It may be going to Tamika. How do we know? You keep saying
it's not. It's not going to Tamika. It's been 10 years and nothing. In fact, Tamika just on Watch What Happens Live confirmed she hasn't spoken to her sister since the taping of all this.
Exactly.
So no money is going to.
Well, Tamika. She didn't tell it because they didn't speak. I didn't speak either. If we got into a physical altercation, I ain't talking to nobody either. Talking to anyone either.
Well, I think if you say that
right.
that
Latasha was doing this, tell them.
Yeah, that's part of a liar's mannerism. Like you're showing me the truth, and it's blinding them. It's like, what is it?
Latasha wasn't listening. Well, no, Tamika singing her part.
She's
I'm not an Xscape fan. So I'm not an Xscape fan. I don't give a damn.
I don't care who's going on. Goodbye.
I don't care who's
but I see she did do Jennifer Hudson with them yesterday.
Anyway,
was that pre-taped?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was taped last week.
It was?
Oh.
Yeah.
Are we sure, Curry?
I'm absolutely sure because Coco, because as the views on there today, They was on there yesterday. Now here's the gotcha. SWV performed. Xscape did not. Jennifer Hudson played a game with Xscape. SWV actually performed a medley of songs.
Well, how can you harmonize when you hate each other?
Well, they can't harmonize anyway. Their blends are terrible.
Well, I mean, that's true. I don't have any verification on when they actually filmed that episode.
It was last week that Coco did the fitting on Instagram. Y'all don't follow these people on social media?
Not like that, Kyrie.
Because she did the fitting that she did. She saw the pictures last week. They just taped that.
Oh, okay. All right.
See, and this is, remember when I was, see, Miss Lisa, you remember what I said back in pre-production? About what I thought? See, that? Mm-hmm. Yep. You remember what I said, Kyrie? About how I felt about yeah, okay. Because y'all talking all this mess, and all of a sudden you coming up on here. Y'all trying to play us for Boo Boo the Fool.
No. Now, I will say this because somebody asked it. Tasha did Jennifer Hudson with them. I said, yeah. I said, but you can see the tension. They did not pay that girl no attention.
I wouldn't. First of all, it would take everything in my fiber not to clunk you up.
You can tell,
right?
You can tell that they're not fucking with each other. You can see that.
But you know what?
Why can't they get rid of Tasha? I think in the next episode, she said something.
I don't know.
They won't kick me out of the group. Why can't they just? Why can't they just be Escape 3?
I want to know that too because they kicked Candy out, so I don't know why they can't kick her out.
No, they did not kick Candy out of Escape. What they did is they created another name called Escape 3
because she refused to perform with them because she wasn't dealing with them.
Well,
so that name Escape 3 is something that goes.
I just don't like how Tasha gets to show up whenever she wants. It's just it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, and that's the person that texted said the same. Like, wait a minute, Tasha did. I was like, yeah. I said she's sitting there with them.
Now I didn't watch the Jennifer Hudson. Did Jennifer Hudson even ask a question about what was going on between her and Tamika?
Did she ask any real questions, or did she just want to sing?
She kept it. She didn't sing at all. She kept it safe. They talked about like
that's why I can't watch her.
They talked about how they got started. Oh, I love Jennifer Hudson show, but they talked about how they got started and everything. But see, here's the thing but some people don't get with talk shows. A lot of times you're given questions that you can and cannot ask.
Then don't have them on.
Well, she didn't ask him that. but here's the other gotcha. She also didn't ask anything about Tasha's album.
Well, because we know it's going wood. I mean, with one sale. Yours.
Double wood.
Well.
And not even good wood. I'm not talking about oak.
This has been the worst album release ever in history.
It may go plywood. I don't know, but well,
but you did your part.
How
much did you pay? How much did you pay, Kyrie?
I have Apple Music. It's included in the plan.
Nice.
Well, you know, Latucia appreciates your 2 cents. Anyways, let's go ahead. Listen, a double sheetrock, honey. But listen, we've joked around all day. With Dr. Ho, but Dr. Ho brings up a very good point. When are we going to call the district attorney?
Right.
I don't believe.
Or when are they just going to show up? Because she's put enough evidence out there that they could pick it up.
That she did, but I think it would implicate their mama, which is why she's not really going with it.
Well, Glow is going to have to go down.
Everybody could get it.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. But these are people from the South. They're not gonna.
Tamika either. I think as the viewing public is going to force Tamika to either
Jackie
shit or get off the
Clark?
Like, do Clark. Something or shut up.
You know, Lamar. Hold up. You know, Lamar. You ain't gonna disrespect Jackie Clark now. Don't disrespect the Clark sisters now.
Wait a minute, Jackie Clark?
That's what it was.
She did. Jackie Clark had 2 solo projects. Now, quiet. I did like the song she did with Tunein. The songs that Tunein produced.
We're talking Tunein.
Come on.
So
yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Oh well, her and that wig can go to jail. That's what I'm saying. Since she want to be,
I was so concerned.
That's not mama. That's not none of y'all mama. So of course y'all can say that.
Well, we're for what's right, Kyrie. So, if one of your friends or a cousin, whomever, stole $30,000 from you, you're just going to say, you stole $30,000 from me 10 years ago.
Okay, now I'll say this. You know me better than anybody. What do you think I would do?
You'd be in jail. You'd be in jail.
Right, Ray.
You be in jail and pressing charges at the same time.
You go to jail, but before you go to jail, let me whoop that ass.
Right.
$30,000. No, ma'am. I can't do it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just $30,000. It was a significant
right. So that she was on.
Right.
She was being.
I think she rounded it off right. Well, it could be more.
No,
than 30.
she said it was much more than that. She said she's just saying 30, but it was more than that.
Honey,
and with the tax implication, we're looking at least 46 because she paid what $16,000.
That's where it would have ended for me. That's where it ended for me. I'm not paying money on taxes or money I'd never received.
Listen, Harry, you know me very well. You know me very well. The moment, let's say I didn't know about the 30, but I get this bill from IRS. For what? I do my due diligence, find out my sister stole it. Guess what's happening to my sister after I beat her ass? She's in jail. She's in jail.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
She's in jail.
But like I said, I just think Tamika, I really believe it's going to implicate their mama, and Tamika don't want that. That's just my opinion.
Well, then, Tamika, I'm to this point now that, Tamika, why did you bring it up then? Was this a plan that Todd put together to make sure her gospel album flopped?
Todd?
Why are we bringing it up? Because,
Well, she did say she got mad and it came
Right, Dr. Holt. Huh?
And that answer was she said she got mad and it just came out. I guess it had been festering in her for so long, and right now we're in the heat of the moment, and it just shouted out.
I don't know. The more I think about it, Kwame's onto something because yeah. I think, in my opinion, I think all of Xscape is dysfunctional. I think that's their culture.
Oh, absolutely they are.
And I just think that's just
and they're immature. They're extremely immature.
Yeah. And I think at this point I'm just over the BS. I'm over the BS, and I really need I'm tired of hearing about Latucia. I'm tired of hearing at this point it makes me, and this is why I get frustrated with churches and I get frustrated with the church community, because you know that these heifers are doing something out of pocket. You know that Latucia's doing something out of pocket. And if you don't think Latucia's doing something out of pocket, you know that how because at the end of the day, you're talking about getting a kickback. Let's dissect what that is. Let's dissect what's going on. You went to, and this is how I know that Latucia knew something. Because the conversation went down as is, or allegedly as is, when in the text messages, yeah, I could work with you, I can give you 20% or 10% or whatever the hell the kickback was, but I need all 4 girls. Then, because at first they were making money, they were doing what they were doing as X3. They weren't messing with Candy.
Mm-hmm.
But when that promoter said I need all 4 girls, all of a sudden Tasha was over there being like, "Hey, girl, how you doing?"
Mm-hmm. Being friendly with Candy, and we know she don't like Candy.
Right.
But Kwame, let's take it even deeper, right? So remember when all the hoopla about. Hold
on, sis.
Okay.
Hold on. My ex-wife's mom owed me $35, and I collected my shit from Valerie before she closed her eyes. You won't see Jesus before you pay me.
Over $35. I know that's right. Run me my money.
$35.
But listen,
I'm leaving.
Remember when? It's so silly. Okay, remember when Latasha said, "Oh yeah, we had issues. I didn't get the memo that we were supposed to wear a certain color combination when they were on Soul Train," and she goes, "Well, yeah, because they decided to stay with a promoter that threatened my husband." This is the same promoter. The promoter threatened her husband because he realized he was being played. Mm-hmm. So Tasha is very much aware. And in my opinion, she's an accomplice.
Yes.
And she's complicit. She is the worst.
Actually, at this point, Lisa, I don't feel that she's an accomplice. Because to me, an accomplice is like, oh, well, this person's doing all the dirty work and I'm just sitting there idly by. No, bitch. You are part of the problem. I feel like you are co-captain because you are the one that convinced
Candy to be a part of it. You're right.
Candy to come back to the team.
So in this case, they're Bonnie and Clyde. Thank you.
Well, all right.
And thank you, Kylie, for adding to their household.
All right, Kevin and Lacey, y'all did it.
Yeah.
Case closed.
All right, Candy, Cagnan, and Lacey.
But this is, I mean, Tasha, she can't be pleased with the outcome. She looks a mess. And I don't think she'll ever recover.
Who, Candy?
I mean, Chrisette Michele. I mean, are we even listening to her music? We haven't forgiven her.
I never stop.
We never stop what?
Listen to Chrisette Michele.
Oh.
I never stop. What do you mean? What?
Thanks so much for you guys for joining in. We appreciate you. Lisa, don't even. Do we just
we need a young priest and an old priest.
Yes.
For Kyrie.
Both.
Why? Because I never gave up on Chrisette Michele.
And apparently you refuse to give up on the toxic.
I want to just let everybody know that if I ever renege on spades and I'm Kyrie's partner, if I ever throw a drink, like what's her name threw a drink at Wendy on Potomac at Kyrie. If I do anything negative to Kyrie, whatever the heifer's name is, if I do anything negative to Kyrie, I want him to show me the same grace and love,
and understanding,
and loyalty, and understanding that he gives to Latusha. And
let me tell you something.
Michele.
In real life, when you cross Kyrie, it's an ugly, ugly thing.
Ugly.
An ugly thing.
How can
because just like he's like this, he's on the complete polar opposite of it. He is the Tasmanian devil. So this is what's interesting to me. That one of my first meetings with Kyrie.
No, you see, it is what. Look at him. Look at him.
Yeah,
making the same face Latasha did when she saw that damn.
Do we need to reenact it? Okay, we're at dinner. This is what, circa what? 2003 maybe? 2004. Yeah. No, 2003. 2003. Pages in Chicago. Oh, I love that restaurant. Oh, how I love Pages. But anyway, we're at Pages in Chicago. And we're having a lovely dinner. Kyrie is welcoming me to the city, and we're having all of this, just all these good eats in front of us. And then he gets a phone call from an ex-boyfriend.
No, it was not my ex-boyfriend. It's somebody I helped out.
That's someone you helped out. Okay.
That stole from me.
That stole. How much did he steal? Was it $30,000?
No, he stole a watch. He stole a watch that one of my exes had gave to me.
Okay, that's where the ex came in. So he stole a watch that was given to you as a gift. And Kyrie came from, oh, Miss Lisa, you should try this. This is really good. To, hello? Motherfucker, I hope you die, bitch. You motherfucker, bitch. Hangs up and goes, can you pass me the salt? Stop! What the hell just happened? Listen, it was so horrible. I remember going, oh my God, because I had never seen, all I ever seen was this Kyrie. So loving, so understanding. Like when Kyrie and I meet up, we're like holding each other and melting into each other's arms. Kyrie literally was like, oh yes, Mrs., you should try this. This is my favorite dish. Oh, this is my phone. Hold on. Hello? The vile shit that came out of his mouth on that call, I couldn't even eat. I couldn't eat. Kyrie hands up and go, oh, you're not gonna eat that? I'll take it. Just nothing happened.
Well, damn, Kyrie. Look at Listen, I'm here for it.
I'm a Libra true to form. That's all I can say.
Well, listen, you don't ever have to worry about me, bro, because I'm never gonna steal from you.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you, Kyrie? I said you will never, ever have to speak to me like that. Like I'll never do anything. It was so scary because it was such a contrast. It was so scary that I was like, holy shit! Like I was unsettled. And he's like, girl. I said, oh my God, are you okay? He's like, oh yeah, I'm okay. Pass the salt.
Right.
It was a regular Tuesday.
Right. I thought Kyrie was saved.
Yeah.
My God. Harrison, did you get the watch back? That's a good question, did you?
No, I did not. And then when my mother had came to town and I saw that person in person, my mother grabbed me. She said, my mother grabbed me and said, we just left church. You better not tear up these people's house. I said, I'm not.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Thank you, Major.
Oh, thank you, Major. Oh, Major, boy.
Major's hot. I see you, Major.
Oh, you know, Major, welcome.
Hey,
Welcome, thanks for
welcome,
joining.
Major.
Yes.
I
saw it first. Anyway. Kyrie always want to take everybody.
I did.
Major.
I said, are you single?
Dr. Ho says, I thought Kyrie was saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost.
I am.
Yeah. Kyrie was about to knock on the issue.
On Sunday evening from 2 to 3.
Oh, my God. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. I had so much fun. Well, actually, before we go, you can get it, Kyrie. Ooh.
Who said that?
Oh.
Well, thank you, Major Boy.
Oh, love connections.
Forget, me and Lisa could go. This is apparently Kyrie's show.
Thank you, Major.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hit me up, Major.
Call me.
Let's have a conversation. Hit me up, Major. I'm single. Hit me up.
Oh,
I'm single. You single. Let's hit me up.
Oh, wow.
Well, next week, Kwame, I will share another story.
Why?
You know, story time with Miss Lisa.
Story time with Miss Lisa.
Why?
No. This story we always share every time we see each other, Kyrie. And I'm just gonna say one thing. This is I don't think I was that rude. Was I that rude? Hell yeah, you were. He won't talk to me anymore. Why? Did you hear yourself on a fucking call?
Right, Dr. Holt.
Yes,
you all will not paint me out to be something I am not. Do not listen to these people, Major.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
they're
that's
haters.
right. That's right. Major's in the audience, so we
they're haters.
Hey, Dr. Holt, do you know where Darnell is? Does anybody know where Darnell is? Okay.
Who's
Darnell? Right. Who's Darnell?
I mean,
no! This is recorded, honey. This is recorded, honey. We got you, girl. I'm going to clip this, baby. I'm going to clip this one. Y'all heard it. He said, "Who's Darnell?" Okay.
Yeah.
Dr. Ho, you saw this? Wait till tomorrow morning. Wait till tomorrow morning.
Look at that face. You see that face? You see it?
My God, on today. You sure about that? That after these stories?
Right. Don't listen to them.
Oh.
He's up for a challenge. Okay, well, okay. You've been warned, Major. You've been warned.
Y'all miss. But I am so sad that this is coming to an end on Sunday.
You see
I'm not. You know, I'm so mentally exhausted, and it's all escape. I've been so, like I said, I was so triggered this whole episode that I will never listen to another escape song, which is not difficult for me because I never liked them anyway. Because what we need is understanding. Why are you still toxic 30 years later?
Well, no, they need understanding.
Yeah.
No, we need to understand. Well, no, I think that's just their way. I think they're just dysfunction, and that's just their culture. So they're never going to change. Because Candy has shared that this is nothing. Like there's so much more.
I will say this: if there is a reunion, or if Tasha is allowed back in, I don't want to hear nothing else from any of them. I really don't.
I agree.
Because at this point, with everything that has happened, everything that has transpired, everything that has been brought up, we don't need to hear from you, girl. Because now you want the issues, you want the problems, and you've been talking about and you've been advertising that. Oh my God, life with just the three of us has been so much easier. You know, we've been able to work so much.
If they allow her back in, I want them to suck it up the same way Tina did with Ike. Wipe the blood off your mouth, Anime. Get out there and fucking sing, girl.
There it is, and sing it from your soul, your gut.
Sing it. Sing it like the white man told you to sing, Tina.
Sing it good. Big wheels keep on turning.
I just love seeing SWV on TV.
Huh?
Yeah.
I just love seeing SWV on TV.
Oh, I think they need their own show.
And you know what? Can we admit that they've been shysted? Because we haven't really been able to really have their stories evolve.
Yeah.
Right.
It's been about the dysfunction of Escape.
And
I think if they ever do anything else with Escape, Atlanta can't be the backdrop. Take their asses to New York. Take them to New York. Take them to LA. So it's an even playing ground.
Well, I don't think they're gonna go to LA because excuse me, not New York. Not LA. I don't think they're gonna go to New York because it's expensive to film there.
Okay.
So yeah, I think they may go to somewhere else, but they need to not be in Atlanta.
Well, come to Florida. Come to St. Petersburg.
Come to Florida.
Miami.
With and his crackheaded ass. No.
Well, yeah.
It's not coming to an end. They will get better now that the cancer is gone. I don't think Tasha is coming back. Candy and Tiny don't need the money, honestly.
Yeah, they don't.
Can we talk about that? Candy and Tiny don't need the money. We know that, right?
They don't.
But Tamika does. Want the fame. Tamika does need the money, and I think it's probably them helping her. But what is Candy and Tiny getting out of it? They're getting more fame.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean? So more money doesn't hurt anybody, right?
Yeah.
More.
Because the more recognition and relevant they stay, the more money that they have and opportunities they have to more money. So yes, absolutely.
So when I hear people say, or even I think Candy or maybe it was Tiny that kind of alluded to the fact that they don't really need the money. We don't need to do this. No money never.
Well,
hurt,
she said
it's the fame.
I think she said don't speak on it. Like we really don't need the money.
No,
you know what Tiny needs though? She needs a speech pathologist. Because when I tell you, we need subtitles with her. I did not. It was
right,
like, I'm like, what? It was bad. It was. I
agree. Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely doing it for Tamika. Yeah, and honestly, I really think that the SWV just needs their own show because I would rather. I like to see them. I like to see their interaction.
I want to know more. I want to know more about them.
Yeah.
I want to know more about Todd's son. But they're so functional that they came off kind of boring against the dysfunction, which is unfair to them.
But if they come back, then what is Xscape gonna do? They have to bring back Tasha.
Well, they can actually. I'd rather they pull up Tion and Chili and do it that way. Let's do a TLC with and SWV.
They're not bringing back T-Bots and Chili. They're not bringing back T-Bots and Chili. And I agree with you on that. They should have bring back In Vogue and SWV. That would have made more sense. I could understand them having.
It's going to be the same because I believe
it's not because In Vogue is they would have definitely been headliners.
Yeah,
absolutely.
As the viewers be like, go.
Right. That's right. Like, cool. I'm down with that. Let's do it.
Because let's agree. They are very agreeable. SWV, they really didn't come in making a stink about anything because at the end of the day, numbers don't lie. So if we're going in thinking everything is going to be fair, you guys are going to look at what songs hit. You'll put them in the right order. We'll just show up and do our thing, and everybody will be happy.
And honestly, I think that had they not said anything, had Candy not said anything about the headlining thing, I think they could have slept that in and left it alone.
Absolutely.
And I don't think SPV would have given a damn
Candy
about
caused this problem with her ego.
Well. I don't think it was just Candy. I do think that the group had an issue. But here's another thing. That part where they were talking about, let's just co-headline. Let's just co-headline it. Well, Latasha's about, girl, you didn't even want to be a part of this group, so why are you making decisions? Who are you talking?
Well, because her and Coco are close, and she just said, let's just co-headline. Because honestly, that was the fair thing to do. And, and I'm going to, twerk on the fence a little bit here. I think that I don't think Tasha is inherently all bad because I think that, when it came to that, at least she was like, okay, well, yeah, they should be.
Tasha and Rocky gonna be on Love
and I will root for their love on Love After
I
Lockout.
won't. Which group would kill at ATL Black Pride though? The kids will decide. I think SWV is still gonna be.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Rain, first of all, maybe, like Weak is our song for sure. Everything about SWV I love. But I think Rain and Human Nature, like the younger kids would be into that.
Yeah, I agree.
Because their music was just young and very.
But like I said on TikTok, SWV had more crossover hits. Xscape
and so are her runs, Major. Her runs are circa 1994.
SWV, I'm sorry, Xscape never had a crossover hit, did they?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Have you ever gone, and to your point, Kwame, have you ever gone to karaoke and there was an Xscape song available?
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah.
But I wasn't looking for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always think of SWV when I think of the 90s. I always think of Janet Jackson when I think of the 90s. I always think of Michael Jackson I always think of In Vogue.
That is, you know why you only think of them? You know why you only think of them? Because SWV, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, they were popular in the 90s. Again, Xscape was nothing more than Jade with 3 albums.
But Jade should have been more than what they were, to be honest.
I agree. And you know what? And not comparing Jade and Xscape vocally, because Jade were their goals.
Yeah.
Those girls.
Yeah.
Well, it's been fun. It's been real, y'all. We're going to see what's going to happen on this upcoming week, this last episode. I think there's going to be a hoot and nanny.
Yes. We know Coco's ready to fight.
Yeah.
We know that a real fight happened, whether they show it or not, between Tamika and Latoxic. What just happened? Oh, my light went out. Oh yeah, it's hot. Sorry. I know, right?
But no, it's all good. Thank you guys so much for joining. We appreciate you guys. We love kicking it with you guys. Just kicking it. That's all y'all get. So y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Don't forget to catch me and Kyrie tomorrow morning on Pyro Power Hour in the morning. And then we want to thank you, Miss Lisa, for being part of our team.
Yes.
We love you, girl. We have a lot of fun with you. We appreciate you. All right, you guys. Don't forget this Friday, Kyrie is going to be off. He has some appointments to do because he gets booked and busy. But we do have Mother Thais Jackson.
Yes.
As a co-host on Friday. So I'm gonna look forward to chopping it up with him. And playing the games and doing a little kiki. Thank y'all for joining in. Appreciate you. Meet the Whitakers, Steph, Keith. Keith, thank you for joining.
Thank
Dr. Holt,
thank you guys.
Harold, thank you so much, Ray. Thank you so much, Ray. We appreciate you. Everybody, Lotta Dotted, thank y'all so much for Sheila. Thank you for joining in. Appreciate you. Julia Wimes, thank you so much. We love you. We love you. We love you guys so much. Go ahead and throw.
Thank you, Major.
Go ahead and throw some fire signs up in there in the chat and let us know that you enjoyed tonight's episode. And until then, we will see you guys next week, next Tuesday, with Miss Lisa and Kyrie on another episode of Pyro Power Hour Reality TV Edition.
Yes.
Until then, see you in the morning, y'all. Bye.
Bye.